My name's Lewis O'Brien. I've created this 5-minute guide series to property development contracts to help those who want to develop property, be it a small renovation or a large unit development, to avoid common mistakes and do it better. I believe that the ideas we'll offer you here will help you avoid a nasty car crash and help you maximize the profits from your next development. For those about to sign a property development contract, Lewis O'Brien and Associates can assist with a fixed price review or even just some special conditions to get you started. In this segment, I want to talk about consultants' contracts. These are the contracts that a range of consultants will ask you to sign as part of the property development process. Common examples include town planners, surveyors, draftsmen, and others. These contracts may run to tens of thousands of dollars, and the timely completion of your project is often dependent on these professionals. So it's important to get the contracts right and make sure we're set up for success. It should go without saying, but unfortunately it doesn't, that you should define as clearly as possible exactly what the services are. If you are looking for a 3-bedroom townhouse design with certain features and styles, that should all be defined in the terms of the services that you're asking for. The more detail, the better. Town planning can be a process that's subject to delays as you wait for council to process applications and impose other requirements. Many town planners argue that this means that they can't be required to complete their services within any fixed timeframe. I reject this idea and simply make the point that they should be able to complete the planning application within agreed parameters, even if the answer or the planning permit is then subject to delays imposed by council. Let's set milestones that relate to specific objectives that are within the control of the town planner or other consultant and make those a requirement of the contract. Intellectual property rights are something that you may not consider when you sign a contract. However, I think you should assume that the intellectual property in the drawings or plans that your consultant prepares will remain in the hands of the consultant who created them. What's important from your perspective as a property developer is that you have the right to use those plans and potentially to unsell them. A lot of the contracts that are prepared by consultants don't deal with this issue well enough, so you may need to insert your own special condition. Another issue that's not often considered is the form of output that you receive. If we're talking about plans or drawings, most contracts simply provide that you will get a printed copy of the plans at your cost. However, this may not be sufficient, particularly if you want to change your consultant and end up paying thousands of dollars for someone to recreate these plans in an editable electronic format. For that reason, I always recommend that you insert a special condition that provides that you're entitled to an editable electronic version of all plans where that's appropriate. The final issue that I want to cover in this segment is that of selling your project with plans and permits. This may not be what you plan at the outset, but experience suggests it's a possibility that's worth considering. You may get offered more for the project with plans and permits than you expect, or your circumstances may change such that you're unable to proceed. Either way, including a special condition that allows you to assign the benefit of your plans, report, or drawings to a purchaser shouldn't cost you anything if you ask for that to be included up front. The comments in this video are informed by an experience that I have all too often, where a property developer falls out with their draftsperson or town planner and finds that really the contract doesn't provide them any sort of protection. If you can address the 5 issues we've raised in this video, then I think that a falling out with your consultant doesn't have to be an expensive and time-consuming problem. You should have the contractual rights that you need to simply change professionals and proceed with your project with a minimum of expense and delay. To close this video, I want to make the obvious point that what has preceded this is hardly a comprehensive list of the issues that you need to consider, but rather a list of the issues that most commonly cause problems for clients in my experience. If you're not sure where to go next, Lewis O'Brien and Associates can offer you a fixed price contract review that includes a formal written report on your proposed contract, suggested special conditions, as well as a follow-up phone call. As an alternative, at a modest cost, you can download some sample special conditions from our website, www.lewisobrien.com.au. I hope you've enjoyed this short video, and hopefully you've got some value out of it that will help ensure that your next building contract is better and more successful. If that's the case, please share this video with a friend, like the video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do intend to create a series of videos, but your feedback and suggestions will be invaluable.